Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? It's Panda here, and today I learned that there was a man who was blind at 10 months old, but he underwent a surgery to give him vision at the age of 52. However, being able to see terrified and confused him so much that he committed suicide 2 years after the surgery. There you are. There's your little tidbit of information for the day. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, at the date that I am recording this, which is currently the 31st of October, I still have no internet, which is part of the reason why I'm recording today. I mean, what else would you do if you had no internet? What better else to do than to do something that requires no internet? Like record Katawa Shoujo, right? Am I right? I'm not asking you, I know I'm right. Shut your mouth. Shut your whorish mouth. Anyway, yeah, so by the time this is up, obviously I'm going to have internet, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this and hearing me say that you have no internet. Wait, what? Anyway, you get it. So, yeah, also, now, what was his name? Someone commented on my video two days ago, I think it was. Skylar 23? Something like that anyway, you know who you are. Now, you said, obviously you had become aware of my situation, as I had previously said that I was hot as balls doing this commentary, and I am still currently hot as balls. Let me explain my situation. I live in the back of our house, which therefore means that I get all of the afternoon sun, and if you're not aware, the afternoon sun is the hottest of the most. So even if I have my window open, which I currently do at the moment, and my door open, so if someone comes in, they will hear me commentating, and I'll tell them to shut the fuck up and piss off and shoot a gun at them, and hopefully they run away. Even then, it's still hot as hell in my room, because it's basically just the sun beaming straight into me. Maybe that's a sign that I'm so cool, that the sun just beams right on my face and just glistens like I don't know what I'm talking about. And you also suggested that I get naked. Yeah, you suggested that. You dirty perv. I know that's what you want. You just want me to get naked just for you. Dirty perv. No, see, the problem with doing this commentary naked is, one, because of the heat, so it's very hot, and two, I have a leather seat. Now, if you've ever tried to sit in a leather seat while naked, it's not pleasant, I can tell you. I can tell you that right now. If you don't believe me, go ahead and try it. Go into if you don't have a leather chair around, you know, go into a furniture shop, undress yourself, get completely naked, and just take the chair out to where the sun is, maybe right by the counter or the window, you know, and just sit there for maybe an hour or so and just see how uncomfortable it is. And just obviously try and fend off the security guards that are trying to pull you out as well. And now my dog's barking and wants to go out, but I'm going to ignore him as much as I can. I have talked way too long so far, so I do apologise. My god, I've talked for 4 minutes. Alright, let's get into this. Holy crap, you've probably already unclicked out of the video. I'm sorry for that. Whew! Alright. Just in a bit of a good mood today, alright? Give me a break. Rin applies for, and thanks to Namaya pursuing the principal, I'm sure is granted leave for the rest of the term for exceptional extracurricular activities. She has to make up for it during summer vacation, but it seems she doesn't mind. I think I'll have to do a longer episode this time, since I've just wasted 4 minutes of rambling. Rin will still be able to eat and sleep at school, of course. She just doesn't have to go to classes. Not entirely sure if I envy her or not. It all makes me feel anxious somehow. It's the last day of school for Rin. I feel like I should send her off with a word of encouragement, or at least say something. It was sort of due to my influence that she decided to dive headfirst into this after all. I don't know if you really influenced her that much, to be quite honest. My class ends a good 20 minutes early, so I walk down to the lobby and buy a can of juice, then sit down on a bench and wait for Rin. I pull out a novel from my bag and search for the place I was at. Ooh, what you reading? A Life of Pi? I bet. Time stretches comfortably over the warm afternoon while I idly sip my orange juice and read a few chapters of the book. The plot doesn't seem to thicken, but it's all the same for me. The bell rings to end the school day and the students shuffle to club meetings or outside. Nobody notices me sitting on the bench with my nose in the novel. I keep watch for Rin, but I don't see her familiar face or red-tinted hair passing by. Aww. Dang it. Dang it. I check my watch 20 minutes past the end of class, when the lobby has all but emptied of people again. Even Rin should have already managed to get out of class, but either I missed her walking by or she never came downstairs. Or she was never there in the first place. Perhaps she went to the art club room for some last minute things instead, or got held back by her strict homeroom teacher. I haven't really waited that long, but having grown tired of it already, I decide to go find her myself. That a boy. I stuff my book back in my bag and throw the now empty juice can in the trash bin, then climb upstairs. The hallway is eerily quiet, as there are no club rooms apart from the art room nearby. I check there first, but not even the teacher is in. Coming back towards the stairwell, I quietly knock on the door of 3-4 and push the door open to peek in. Peeking's bad. Come on, we've done peeking before, you know. You get in trouble for peeking. Cops come around. Chris Hansen is in the dining room waiting for you, telling you to take a seat. It's bad. It's real bad. Yeah, I'm not American, but I know who Chris Hansen is. Yellow sunbeams cross the classroom, falling across the floor. The dust and chalk floating slowly in the air make the light almost palpable. Palpable. Oh, that still doesn't sound right. Damn it. The entire room bathes in the gentle light shining through the windows, washing the shadows away. Only one person is inside the classroom. Namaya? Rin? Rin! Oh, she's asleep. Okay. She must be dreaming, because she's kind of got a smile on her face. She must be happy. She must be dreaming about me. Ah. Rin sits in what I assume is her seat, next to the window in the third row. Her head rests against the desk. I wonder if she slept through it all. Apparently not even Emmy had the heart or maybe the capability to wake her up. I close the door quietly, walking past the neat even rows of desks. I go over to where she sits. Rin? My mouth is suddenly so dry that the word comes out as a tiny whisper. She doesn't answer. Hang on, so it was true. Hisao is the kind of guy that likes to watch girls sleep. Creepy guy. She doesn't answer, so I set my bag down on the floor next to hers and lean over to look at her face. Rin's eyes are peacefully closed, the long eyelashes projecting thin shadows onto her cheeks. Her mouth is slightly open, letting me hear the quiet sound of her breathing. Her usually messy hair is even more so today, lying in complete disarray over half of her face and forehead. Her bag is lying at her feet like a forgotten rag doll. A few books and pens have fallen out of it near her seat. The scene makes me smile a little. I touch Rin's head lightly, sweeping a few stray hairs off her ear. Her hair feels warm against my palm. Rin stirs and I retract my hand on reflex, feeling embarrassed for touching her so casually. She looks so vulnerable, like any sleeping person. It's impossible not to feel fondness towards her. I sit on the desktop of whoever is in front of Rin, then draw the window slightly open to get some fresh air in. Hopefully it will wake her up and I won't need to resort to cruder methods. She doesn't wake up, but I didn't really expect her to. Looking at her makes me feel tired as well. To be honest, I wouldn't mind a quick nap either, but I content myself with leaning against the large window. You're gonna fall asleep. The glass is warm against my ear and cheek as these windows face west, toward the setting afternoon sun. That afternoon light is slowly melting into Rin's auburn hair, softening her outline so that she seems to be fading into her surroundings. Just like art. The minute twitches of her muscles, her hair swaying in the air current, the even rhythm of her breathing, it all gives a strong impression of a dreaming girl. Like all sleeping people, Rin looks like she is away from this world, in some distant dream country. With her, it doesn't feel so obvious that she would ever come back. She seems so detached from her surroundings, even when she's awake. In fact, she has this same kind of air around her when the realization hits my consciousness without warning. Rin sometimes looks like that when she is painting. Her focused expression gives the same feeling of being on the other side of some imaginary gap as looking at her sleeping face does. I feel a pain in my chest. There's no way I can close that gap to be on the same level with her. It hurts, even though I know that it's impossible for any two people to truly understand each other. But Rin, she's almost literally in another world when she's talking about art, thinking about art, or making art. It's a world that I, or anyone else really, can't share with her, just like the world of dreams. Rin still doesn't... What about Inception, eh? See, I got you there, Hisao. Rin doesn't show any sign of waking up, so I'm faced with a decision to either slap a book on the table so that she wakes up, or punch her in the face. To either rouse her myself, oh, thankfully that didn't have an A, arouse her. We don't want to do that, she's sleeping. That's called rape. Or wait for her to awaken on her own. I choose the latter. Waiting is something I am good at. I found that out during my hospitalization, but even the hospital ward was more lively than the school after classes are over. The only sounds in this place are the loud ticking of the clock above the door and the distant voices of students down on the grounds. A genuine summer breeze blows inside from the window I cracked open, full of warmth and carrying the scent of light. Light has a scent? What? I look outside to see where it came from, but I'm dazzled almost instantly. The window glass seems to trap all the sunlight within, making it painful to look that way. All I can glimpse through the window are the dark silhouettes of the trees and the wall around the campus against the setting sun's radiance. That hair's still blowing a gale. Shut up, phone! As I turn back to watch Rin, she stirs again. Is it a tear? She's sad. Is she crying? A single tear worms down from the corner of her eye, slowly making its way across her face before it falls onto the desk. It's tiny, barely a droplet, but it captivates me. I don't like this music. Another tear follows the first, and then a third. A feeling of anxiety overcomes me, petrifying me on the spot. It's so strange, seeing Rin's face peaceful as she sleeps, at the same time as tears stream down her cheeks, wetting the wooden desktop she rests her head on. I don't know what to do, so I do nothing, and just watch the tears roll one by one down her face. I wonder what she's dreaming about. Rin wakes up after one final flinch, or perhaps because of the tears. She sits upright and yawns so excessively it looks like her jaw might dislocate. Don't talk to me about yawning. You're gonna... Oh, here it comes. Oh, I told you. Oh. Ah. She notices my presence, but her reaction is more like the lack of any reacting at all. It's just an acknowledgement, no startled gasp or anything. Hello. Good morning. She's so groggy she can't even return my smile that I somehow can't stretch to be entirely honest. Rin notices her wet cheeks and quickly wipes them on the shoulders of her shirt. It seems she isn't at all surprised or flustered by them. You cried in your sleep? Bad dream? No, it's nothing like that. It's something I've learned to do from other people. It's a funny story, I'll tell you later. On second thought, not really that funny at all. I guess I won't tell you. Thanks! Thanks for going back on your word there, Rin. Did you want something or did you just come to watch me sleep? Well, I just came to watch you sleep. Just let you know that you were right about me being one of those weird guys that likes to watch girls sleep. Yeah, I wanted to see you after class. Oh, well, it's after classes now and I'm seeing you right here. Yeah, I just wanted to say good luck or something. I figured the upcoming weeks are going to be a lot of work for you. Thanks. Rin yawns again and blinks a few times. I feel weird, didn't really sleep much last night at all. Butterflies in your stomach? What? No. I mean, yes. I know what that means. Butterflies. Don't really feel so good now. It'll be fine. You are so confident. Someday it will bite you in the ear. Usually it bites me in the ass, but okay, if you say it's going to bite me in the ear, very well. I'll look forward to it. You like that, don't you, Hisao? You like it when people bite you in the ear. Especially life. I think I have to go. I promised Mrs. Sayonoji that I'd go there straight after school, and now is after school. Is it okay if I come by sometime? I'm guessing you're planning to work long hours, so if you'd prefer to avoid distractions. It's okay, it's not a distraction, not like Emmy. Don't bring her with you though, I wouldn't like that this time. I told her to stay away. Oh, that's nice. I see. Alright then. And she's gone. Well, that was a very short conversation. Rin stands up and silently walks to the door, with me following behind. Are we gonna hug? I think this sort of time is appropriate for a hug. The school's empty hallways, devoid of the usual crowds of students, feel very lonely. It's only a few hours since school ended, but the building seems to be all but deserted. Our footsteps are all that intrudes upon the stillness of the hallways. The change is sudden, but it shows how the building is just an empty shell, dead without its students and teachers to liven it up. It's like the school has become a private world for just the two of us, a desolate place filled with silence and chalk dust. I'm going to change. Would you like me to come? Would you also like me to come with you? I hope you see what I did there. She says this out of the blue while we walk down the stairs from the 3rd floor, and it makes me wonder how she views this challenge that lies ahead of her. Oh, we have to help her. That's good. That's what people must do sometimes. That's weird. That's the last thing we say to each other that day. Oh, damn it. Even though there's so much that we could talk about. And even those words down in the all-encompassing silence disappearing into the stagnant air as if they were never said. We were going to help her change. Katawa Shoujo. I have a dirty mind, I know. It's stuck in the gutter and I can't get it out. Shut up, phone! My god. I'm just so popular. It's probably actually just my mum saying, are you going to be home for tea, dinner? 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 Dear. Ah! You're going to be home for tea, dear. Jesus Christ. My name is not dinner. Next Monday is marked by a strange emptiness that grips me, caused by the knowledge that I won't be able to see Rin whenever I want to anymore. This following feeling's a little bit disconcerting, but I make it to the afternoon all the same. My last class, in a word, terrible. It's not that the lesson is that bad. No, that's how you sound like when you melt it. Just FYI, if you ever feel like you're going to melt, that's how you're going to sound. If you ever speak out loud that you're going to melt. The air conditioning is either broken or turned off, so the windows are open. It makes no difference. See? See? I told you, windows make no difference. My room's hot and there's nothing I can do about it. It makes no difference, I already said that, since the air outside is completely still. Only the chirping of cicadas carries inside. Sweltering heat permeates the room. Students and teachers alike are in an almost delirious state. You should have the rest of the day off then. Teachers should know. I just want to stand up and walk out of there without caring what the teacher or anyone else says. I can see I'm not the only one with these thoughts too. Do it. Do it. Majority rules. Next to me, Misha is shamelessly holding her skirt up a bit and fanning air in with a notebook. Oh, hey! Hey! Whoa! Only Shizune seems to be as cool as always, sitting with her back perfectly straight, arms folded in her chest, eyes fixed on the equation scrawled on the blackboard. Of course you of all people, Hisao, would notice Misha lifting her skirt up, eh? Actually, me of all people would notice that. I keep shooting yearning glances at my watch, but it doesn't help the time go by any faster. It's funny, I remember how badly I wanted to get out of the hospital and go back to school. Now all I can think of is the upcoming summer vacation, and freedom from classes and homework. Perhaps it's human nature to think only of the situation at hand. Indeed it is, my boy. Finally the bell rings. But for whom the bell tolls? For whom the bell tolls? Who knows that song? Hands up. Anyone? No one? Okay. Relieved, my classmates and I burst out into the hallway, already crowded by students from our neighbouring classes. Emmy! What's up, girl? I spot Emmy's diminutive figure nearby and walk up to her. Hey there. She smiles sweetly, clearly happy to see me. What's up? Hisao, what's up? Is your classroom super hot too? Yeah, and so am I. Yeah, it is. I thought I was going to melt in there. Nothing else is really happening though. Feeling a bit weird now that Rin's on a great adventure or whatever you want to call it. Emmy's face cracks in a wider smile and she jumps up and down enthusiastically. Isn't it great? I'm so happy for her. I bet everyone will like her paintings and she'll sell a lot of them and make piles of money. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out great. Totally sulking at her though. She huffs angrily and places her hands firmly on her hips, even letting a little anger seep into her voice. It doesn't quite have the impact she's probably hoping for, but I say nothing. Why's that? She said that she doesn't want me to go see her. Oh yeah? She mentioned that. Oh yeah, she mentioned that. I guess she prefers to not be distracted. I can understand that. I don't think I'm that much of a distraction. Besides, I'm sure she'll forget about sleeping and eating properly if someone's not there telling her to do it. Sometimes she's like that, gets completely fixated on whatever and drops everything else. It really makes me worried, you know. Is she going to be alright? Man, don't bring those puppy dog eyes to this sort of conversation. Honestly, Emmy, you are killing me right now. God damn. Such friendship. I wonder if she thinks I'm annoying. Oh man! Those puppy dog eyes! Get him out! Get him out! They're drawing me in! I'm pretty sure that's not the case at all. Emmy shakes her head, looking amused. I'm not sure if she's joking or not. She has these weird ideas about a lot of stuff. Things that just make sense to her in a totally different way than they do to me. I can't even remember all the weird stuff she's talked about over all the times. I don't think Rin does either, really. She's the type who would forget her own head if it wasn't hurts, alright.